Hey everyone, welcome back to the realm. I'm Gina. Who
I
are you?
am Rich.
I'm Ben.
I'm Rob.
I'm Brian.
And we are back with our monthly episode of the realm. Rob's going to take lead here in a moment. I'll let him go through all that. But first, let's check in because I am coming to you live from my mother-in-law's basement.
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations.
nice.
You'd
Oh, okay.
never outgrow living in your parents' basement, I guess. So
No.
anyway, having said that, I'll be going on and off mute because the sound is not perfect down here, and the dogs are on the other side of the door. Iser's all out of sorts. He's whining nonstop because he wants to go home. Only we're homeless right now. So just until tomorrow when we sign the papers on the new
Well,
house.
you're not homeless. You're just houseless.
Yes, I'm house.
Not homeless.
I'm houseless. I actually almost came over to your house tonight, Rich and Jenny. I was almost like,
Come on over.
to be too loud. And then I got to watching that new Netflix special. It was like a one episode thing. It was called The Crash.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's only one episode?
yeah, it's just one episode.
Okay.
So it was like a
Yeah, that's
documentary.
good to know. Okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. So I just got sucked into that. So I just was like, well, I'll just tough it out down here.
Sure.
Anybody
I
have
should
any?
recommend Making a Murderer for you next then. Good.
No, when are we doing that? I have to
I
look.
think in
Is that
June, I think
next?
is
Oh,
it's on.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, it's next. All right. After this, we got to
Oh.
start watching that.
Mm.
So couple things. Brian, can I talk about what we're doing in January?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, listeners, we have a fantastic opportunity happening for us. Actually, you know what, Brian? I'm going to have you tell everybody what our exciting news is for January 2027.
Um, I work at a pretty prestigious private school where we live, and each January they do something that they call J term, where the entire upper school, the high school class, they all get to choose courses that the faculty make. So they're specialty courses. It's a 2 week thing. So sometimes they'll go to Costa Rica and they will camp. Actually, nobody's going to Costa Rica this year, but
So I'll
they
sign up
do.
for that one.
Yeah, so there's different levels. So there'll be several trips where, or several courses where they'll go on a trip somewhere, and then there's usually something educational that goes into that trip. And it's usually focused on a certain field of something. There's a course that is called Project Runway, and they learn how to sew and create clothes. You know, you get the idea. It's a 2 week course where the kids get to choose. It's supposed to be fun and educational at the same time. This year, I was approached about possibly a paranormal J-term course, and we're doing one. We are going to have 14 lucky junior paranormal investigators for 2 weeks. We're going to teach them about how you set up an investigation, how you do an investigation, how you use the equipment, what the equipment does. And most importantly, we're actually going to do an investigation. And then the second week, all of our little junior paranormal investigators are going to learn about reviewing evidence and how you put that together. And we're going to end it with a big presentation where they'll be able to present everything that they find. So it's going to be a lot of fun. People are pretty
We'll
excited.
actually be doing the first podcast of the year.
Oh, is that what we're okay?
Yeah, so
That's a good idea.
they're
Yeah, I
going to
like
be
that idea.
recording the podcast. So first podcast episode next year in January will be our junior investigators from the school to talk about their investigation. So we're super excited, very grateful for
Yep.
the opportunity.
My hope is that what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to do kind of a live forum for that in the theater, and we'll be able to set that up. We should be able to have a big screen where we can present things, and then the other students from the other J terms can come and they can watch, they can ask questions. I think it should be really fun. It should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really excited to do this. Got a lot of moving parts. We got to figure out who's taking vacation days when to fill in for teaching. I think between all of us, you'll be there full time, right?
I'm getting paid.
Yeah, so between the rest of us, we can, pick the days that we want to do it. So I'm really excited about that. And it's going to be I think it's going to be a great time just to pique the interest of young minds and have them get into this.
Oh, their interest is peaked. Apparently, it was a very hot ticket for next year's J term. So,
Wow.
Did it get
yeah.
signed for already? Were they able to register yet, or is that not till this week?
Oh no, it came out on Friday. So Friday was the posting. So what they do is they all I believe what they do is they put their top 3 courses of what they want, and there's a committee that goes through and assigns then what course they're going to get. So it's kind of a surprise for them on what course they're actually going to get.
Wow, that's cool. I'm really
Yeah.
that's gonna be a nice night, a great adventure for our team. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. We have a big 2027 plan. We're going back over the pond. We got this paranormal class, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Guys, I have a weird news story I want to share with you.
Oh, shoot.
A suspect stops in the middle of a police chase to pet cats.
Oh, of course. why
Rich,
not?
what'd you do?
I don't know.
2014, a 21-year-old, say it,
Floridian.
Was it from Florida?
Florida man,
Yep.
There you go.
That's it. Yep.
Daniel Valapatino, led police on an hours-long chase after spending all night doing drugs, stealing thousands of dollars, crashing a Lexus into a police car. But even though he was in hot pursuit, he still managed to make time for the important things like petting cats. So ABC 25 News reports that while being pursued, Valapatino convinced a couple to invite him into their home for some water.
Wow.
And when Candace Noonan returned with the bottle of water, she found the suspect rolling around on her floor playing with her cats. So when she sensed he might be on drugs, what was your first clue? She
Florida.
called the police, and Valapatino was finally captured by a police boat after escaping in a nearby canal.
Did they catch him with a cat ball? Did he follow a cat ball?
No,
or was it one of the strings with the mice on it? Come on.
late. No, but like, I was dying because I'm just like, first of all, why would you take off from there into a canal? Because they're alligators. Like, I don't
In a
understand.
boat. What else was he gonna do?
So I'm just saying, like, I would not be escaping in the canal. I would not be swimming in the canal. He didn't have a boat. The police boat caught him.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Wait. He just went into the canal without any form of
yeah, he went
watercraft?
into the canal and a police boat like caught him. Yeah.
Oh, he's lucky that he wasn't
No, he
petting any
just-
gators. My
The-
goodness.
Saved him, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jenny.
that's
Very
I
good.
mean, like, that's a big hard pass on that with the
Yeah.
alligator. But the final thing that I want to talk about just really quickly, and I feel like we need to have a podcast on this. And one of my coworkers brought this up to me because, and I just some more details, which I'm not going to talk about right now because we'll get into this on podcast. So we're going to have to switch some stuff up. But have you guys heard the news about all these scientists that are going missing?
Yeah, that's going
So-
to dovetail nicely in tonight's discussion.
Yeah, so like the most recent one from the other day, a 34-year-old female scientist working on unlimited free energy technology becomes the 11th scientist to mysteriously disappear or be found deceased, and she predicted exactly what they'd say about her death. So I have not checked the validity of this headline, just so we're clear on that, number one, okay? But there's tons of headlines about these scientists that are either going missing or ending up dead, and they have a lot to do with like the, free energy technology, all kinds of things. So, and then it's like tied to this, there's like a loose tie where I'm gonna bring in these stories when we talk about it, that has to do with this organization, that the company that has AI, the surveillance that the government's going to start using. So it's just really interesting, and I can't wait to talk about that. So if listeners have not heard about this, look into it. And if you find any stories or anything, send it to us at connectedrealm@gmail.com. That's connectedrealm@gmail.com, so we can add that to part of our research. So if nobody else has any news, I'm gonna turn it over to Rob. Anybody else?
I got some news.
Oh, let's hear it.
Hold on, let me find it. The news is they cannot just email us. They can call us and leave us a voicemail or send us a text. Also, because we have a phone number.
That's right.
Yeah. How
414
many times does it get used? Do you know?
670-49.
A lot of people calling it.
No, we've had some text messages. Can you repeat that number again, Brian?
Nice.
No, Rich he stepped all over it. He's got to
Sorry.
repeat it. No, it's okay. That number is 1-414-600-7049. Use it. Text us.
Yes.
I
We
was all
have got some
excited.
text messages.
Yeah, I know.
We did get some text messages on this, but
Okay.
oh, I just now got your text, Rob, that you have to reboot. I thought it was right now. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, it it was not.
Takes a while to get to that basement.
I'm down in the basement. Anyway,
Better than being in a van down by the river.
Yeah,
Is it?
that's where it all
Is it?
starts.
unless you're in a van down by Loch Ness.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy that's still there. What a way to
Probably
make
been there for a long time.
What a way to make a living.
All
What do you
right.
do for a living? I live in a van.
Down by the river.
I look for Nessie every day.
I saw
Oh,
him
all
once
right,
like
Rob.
60 years ago, and it's been feeding me for the rest of my life. How do you figure that one out?
So, a couple things though,
July 4th.
which nobody ever does anything.
July 4th.
At the port in Kenosha, Ape Shit will be playing there. So if you haven't got to
Ooh.
check them out yet, you can come see them play at 7 o'clock on the 4th of July. And also there is an oddity, like antique store oddity shop in Kenosha. And they have a couple objects that they claim to be haunted. And I'm ready to buy them because I want to bring
Ooh.
something demonic into my house because there's not enough chaos going on in my life.
Well, of course not.
But they are having, I got to find a date because I want to bring Gina to this because they're going to have a day where there is you sit in with a medium
Cool. Uh-oh.
that are going to go over some of the objects and haunted objects. So I was like, they could compare notes.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Right, because there's this TV I want. It's like a small tube TV. They got it from the house across the street. It was abandoned. They were able to go in there and get it. It's creepy little, it looks like 50s or
Ooh.
60s, but it's the first medium they had to look at it, wouldn't touch it. And they have a bone that's a femur, but it's really small. And
Femur bone.
the femur, that's a femur, all right. And
Bone.
a femur bone. And that it might be human. So that was the other possibility. Before
It's from a
my
cow.
money and stuff. It's from what?
It's from a cow. I guarantee you that bone is from a cow.
Could be.
Guarantee it.
But
Yeah.
nonetheless, those are my couple little announcements.
And when are you performing?
July 4th.
July 4th. Okay.
Yeah. It's a tough day to remember.
You
but
said April 4th.
He did say April 4th initially. That's why I wanted you to re-say it. Make sure we all had the right
I
date.
said April 4th.
The first
Yeah.
time, yeah.
The beginning.
Yeah.
I
You
think
said nobody
I'll,
does anything on April
I want
4th.
to
and I was
replay.
like,
I want to replay on that.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
I'm not going to edit it out now. I'm not going to edit it
No.
out.
What I want you to do is I want where it was that I said April 4th. I want like you to get a recording of like Brian saying July 4th. And then
July
just put that
4th.
in there.
Just
Wait. Let's do a clean one.
in there. That'll be even
I'll be
better.
performing
July 4th.
at the port. It'll be like
Perfect.
Hilarious.
excellent.
That haunted store is like the episode of
It's-
Rick and Morty where the devil opens the store.
It's not a haunted store. It's an oddity shop.
Uh-huh.
And it's just I went in there my first time a couple weeks ago, and then Amy pointed this thing out that they're gonna have with the medium. But I
God,
went in
that
there and
sounds
it was
like
the only
fun.
two objects they claimed were haunted were this TV and that this femur might be human. But it's pretty chunky and short for it to be, I think, human, even for a kid. Bone at that size is pretty big size bone.
Can I
When
come
are
with
they-
and Wadir the medium?
It's like $25 a ticket, and I think
When
they're
are they
only
doing
selling
that?
like 14. I got to find the date.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, maybe it's right here in my phone that Amy sent to me. Oh yeah, here it is. So it is Haunted Items Experience. The shop is called Pretty Weird, 4706 7th Avenue, Kenosha. May. Why would she send this to me? It's May 23rd. You got to cut all this shit out now.
Oh,
No,
Why?
I'm gonna leave that all in.
She
Why?
just sent it to me. I didn't look at the date.
well, it's only
Well,
May
yeah, but-
17th.
It's only May 17th, though.
It's
Oh,
not
is it?
today.
I
Yeah.
don't know what date it is. I am so confused.
You are having a rough
Hey,
time.
guys.
Oh shit.
I'm going to tell you
I was
what.
looking at the date. I'm like, wait a minute, what's the date?
I'm going to tell you what. Between April and May, it's the leading. It's having the lead. Like we could talk about all kinds of shit, personal, private, anything. But when I have to lead, I'm like, oh.
You're all
Do it
you're
out
good.
this time.
You're all good.
So, anyways, now that I have my bearings, Jesus, it is
Ball
it is May 23rd. Not all of them, and not all the screws, but nonetheless. Woo.
Nice.
All right, ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So, Interstellar Visitors. The
Ooh.
mystery of the Oumuamua, Two-Eye Borisov, and Three-Eye
Borisov.
Atlas. Okay. So, picture this. You ready? We've had telescopes up in orbiting the Earth since 1990 when they sent up shoot, what's the name of it?
Hubble.
Hubble, thank you. The Hubble, and now we have up the George Webb telescope. We always have telescopes pointing in the sky. Obviously,
Does the George Webb telescope give us free hamburgers if the Brewers win 10 games in a row or whatever?
I think so. They send
Okay.
them down with little parachutes, little silver balloons, and then the government shoots them down, and then we
Over
damn
Lake
it.
Huron, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Sorry.
it's not just. I mean, they do it to study the galaxy, the universe. They do it to watch for asteroids, so we don't get pummeled and sent back into the prehistoric ages. But after all that time, everything that they scan for and they watch for, at 2017, we got our first interstellar object that we ever recorded, that we ever seen. Strange objects appear from deep space, moving too fast for our solar system. Astronomers are scrambling the telescopes all around the world. The objects don't seem to have behave like normal asteroids. It doesn't behave like a normal comet either. And suddenly science began asking questions that sound like science fiction. Could this be artificial? Tonight, we are diving into the mystery of the three bizarre cosmic visitors, interstellar objects, more, Borisov, and controversial object still known as Three-Eye Atlas.
Three-Eye Atlas.
Yes, we will cover their incredible speeds, trajectories through the solar system, scientific explanations, and conspiracy theories that have exploded online. Because when something arrives from another solar system, people start to wonder who or what sent it.
Yep.
I put in some creepy music right then.
Yeah.
You need
It's aliens. It's aliens.
Do we even have like sound effects? We should
I
have
can add sound
too.
effects. It's just it's been a rough couple of years, man. I think I finally can dive into being a little more creative these days. So
it's
I
so
think
time consuming when you drop in. Hey, we just did a review and we're doing our same thumbs up, thumbs down, and if we'd watch it again for the wrestling matches and for the pay-per-view in total, and putting a ding and a buzz. It's a lot.
Well,
It's a lot when you start dropping that stuff in.
I'm just gonna put this out there. After Spaceballs 2 is over, Michael Winslow is gonna be looking for a job again. So if we get him in here, he could just do all our sound effects for us.
God, that is a great idea. See, this is why Rich makes the big bucks.
Yep. Wait a minute. You guys are getting paid? Wait a minute.
Nothing.
Getting paid.
So, what is an interstellar object? Most objects in our solar system orbit the sun in predictable paths, but sometimes astronomers discover something moving so fast on such an unusual trajectory that cannot possibly belong here. These are the interstellar objects. For example, Halley's Comet is still orbiting the sun. It's a long trajectory, very oblong orbit around the sun. That's why we
Mhm.
only see it every 75 years.
When was the last
Um,
time it came through? Do you know?
in my lifetime, and I will not be alive the next time.
That's kind of what I thought. Is we saw it once
Yeah.
already. We're not seeing it again.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed it for whatever reason, probably drugs or something, but yeah, I missed it. Instead of orbiting the sun forever, these objects come from deep space, swing around the sun once, and leave forever. Their paths are called hyperbolic trajectories or escape paths. That means that there are no gravitational bound, they are not gravitationally bound to our solar system. Before 2017, scientists suspected interstellar objects existed, but nobody had ever confirmed one. Then came Oumuamua. Oumuamua is the first interstellar visitor we had. On October 19, 2017, astronomers using the Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii spotted something unusual. At first, it looked like an asteroid, but calculations revealed something more astonishing. This object came from outside of our solar system. It was officially named 11 2017 UI Oumuamua. In Hawaiian, that name means a messenger from afar, arriving first. Who talks like that? And it absolutely lived up to its name. So Oumuamua was moving incredibly fast. Before entering our solar system, it was traveling around 26.4 kilometers per second, or roughly 59,000 miles an hour before, relative to the sun. It is as it slingshotted around the sun. Rich, what's slingshotting?
What's slingshotting? Means
Yeah,
when you get behind something else and then you move out of the way and you use the pull of that vehicle or object in front of you, slingshot you past even faster.
that's correct. I knew you would know that because that's what they use in race car driving, and that's how we get satellites to where we want to save on
You saw
fuel
Days of
and to build
Thunder.
up
Yes.
and,
Yeah.
and build up speed so we can get satellites out where we want them to. As a slingshot around the sun, gravity accelerated it to nearly 196,000 miles per hour.
Wow.
Its trajectory was hyperbolic, meaning it was never captured by the sun's gravity. It came from the direction of the constellation Lyra and now heading towards Pegasus. But because, of course, who wouldn't go to Pegasus? Um, so a couple other things about Oumuamua. It was extremely elongated. It estimated about 400 meters long, and probably because we never got a really good visual of it, we only got some glares of light. It was about a 1:5 to a 10:1 ratio, length to width, often described as cigar shape or possibly pancake or disc shape. Nobody wants to say disc shape because then it sounds like you're already saying UFO, right?
Yep.
Depending on interpretation or brightness data, astronomers inferred the shape from huge brightness swings as it tumbled through space like a reflective cosmic baton, flipping
Ooh.
end over end. As far as composition, they try to get when the sunlight passes through, they can see the color spectrum, and they try to get some of the um, chemistry of it or what it might be made of. It's still debatable. It is believed to be a rocky or metallic interior, interior, reddish organic rich surface, possibly created by cosmic ray processing over millions of years, emitted tiny amounts of gas without a visible comet tail. One leading explanation is hidden hydrogen outgassing from ice and direction through the galaxy. As I said, it entered through Lyra near Vega, which I couldn't tell you where either of those were, just from up to the sky. Passed below the plane of the planets on the steep retrograde trajectory. It was not orbiting the sun. Its path was hyperbolic, meaning, of course, like I said, I keep saying it, I put in here a lot, interstellar space, and is leaving forever. So non-gravitational acceleration trigger, when it came around the sun is when it just seemed to take off a lot faster. It did not seem to be normal kind of slingshotting that they wouldn't have expected it to pick up that much speed, but it also did a 90-degree.
Mm.
It came in and went around it and accelerated. So this is where a lot of the conspiracy theories come in.
Yep.
Of course, like,
Yep,
you know,
makes
they
sense.
think natural comet theories, nitrogen iceberg theories, hydrogen venting theories, like normal comet stuff, and famously speculated alien probe headlines. Scientists believe it may have wandered through interstellar space for hundreds of millions of years before briefly passing through our neighborhood. So here's where things got weird. Moore appeared extremely elongated. Some estimated it was up to 10 times longer than it was wide. As I had mentioned, scientists compared to a cigar pancake or a broken shard of glass, which I don't understand that because when I break glass, it's all different shapes. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
The acceleration that was unexpected. Normal comets accelerate because the sunlight heats the ice, creating jets of gas, but Oumuamua showed no visible comet tail.
Oh,
That was the huge mistake.
Mm-hmm.
NASA confirmed the object experienced slight non-gravitational acceleration. Science proposed several explanations, like I had mentioned, hidden hydrogen outgassing nitrogen, ice sublimation, and unusual geometry, solar radiation pressure. And that last theory opened up the floodgates. Solar radiation pressure, meaning that it would have been something from inside
Mm-hmm.
if it was a craft. So the alien probe theory in 2018, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb and researcher Shmuel Bailey produced a controversial paper. I hope those guys don't listen to the show. I just butchered their name.
If they do, they expect it from us. So
Yeah,
it's
they're like,
okay.
oh, not
me.
again.
Yeah.
They proposed that solar radiation pressure could explain Oumuamua's acceleration if this object was extremely thin, like a light sail. And then now they're talking about the light sail, um, saying that it's being possibly solar projected too. Suddenly, headlines are everywhere. Was Oumuamua an alien spacecraft? The theory became massively controversial. Most astronomers reject the alien explanation and argue there were likely natural causes, but Loeb argued that scientists should remain open minded. Online conspiracy theories went wide: alien probes, dormant spacecraft, surveillance devices from outside our galaxy, our solar system, ancient extraterrestrial technologies. But some people even suggested that um, intentionally changed course. That's my
Mm-hmm.
return. There was no evidence that Oumuamua was a fish artificial. There's no real that it's natural, but you know, we can always be hopeful because I want to believe.
Yeah.
But because scientists only observed it for a few months before it vanished into deep space, many questions remained unanswered, and that uncertainty keeps the mystery alive. And I know originally they were they thought about sending something after it, but by the time they would have had that constructed and sent it, we would never, even slingshotting, we would never get it close enough or catch up to it at the speeds it was moving.
That Avi Loeb guy, he is really interesting. I was looking into this topic, and he has a lot of even more recent findings and different topics where there have been two additional interstellar objects that have actually made it through our atmosphere. And then I found like a 5 minute um, YouTube video on him. It has his face, and he talks about it. And I was like, I couldn't understand a lot of what he was saying because it was very complicated near the beginning. But the way he ended the 5 minute YouTube video was super cool. And I have the link for that. I'll put it in the chat. But ultimately, you know, he kind of wrapped up the video by saying, wouldn't it be really cool if, like, 100 million years from now, Voyager 1 shows up on the alien planet and they find our 100 or 150 images or 155 images and greetings in 55 different languages. And all these other scientists are going to try to say it's not true because of A, B, and C. And he's kind of like reflecting on how his own career has gone because of the findings that he had from what you're describing, because so many of the other scientists were really not very comfortable with what he was claiming, because how could that be true? How could that be true?
Mhm.
So I encourage folks to go back and listen to that YouTube video because it was really interesting to see how his brain works and how he kind of summarized it. So
Nice.
Hmm.
Put
Nice.
that link out. You'll have to post that link, Jenny.
She's gonna put it in the comments down below.
That sounded like a
Yeah.
spoiler
I
alert
don't have any hands.
for down.
Mhm.
Rob, I can look up at you, Rob. I just realized that.
Now look down at
Well,
him.
like the
and-
Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we all see it the same way?
Yes.
Me or
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Gina, me, Jenny.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Jenny, you almost gave a spoiler away for Star Trek the Motion Picture.
oh man.
You had to tread lightly with that one. Anybody who's seen it, you guys get it. I'll laugh.
Con.
I-
Oh,
I-
wrong
I-
movie,
No,
sorry.
that's part 2.
I've only seen Wrath of Khan.
That's the good one.
That's it. And I don't ever need to see any more Star Trek than that.
Oh, we'll get to them. A couple of years from now on Realm on Film, we'll be balls deep in Star Trek.
I'll tell you what, though, I already have my tickets for The Mandalorian.
I don't have tickets for it. Oh, you're gonna have to text me thumbs up, thumbs down, and then another thumbs up and thumbs down.
Okay, but who's going to go see Masters of the Universe?
I'll wait till it comes back or comes to
I'll wait
home
till I
viewing.
can steal it on cable.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry about that too, because my guitar player in the band, Bill, is this huge Masters of the Universe and GI
Ooh.
Joe fan, and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I mean, Skeletor looks cool, but I'll wait till I can steal it.
Allison Brie is in it, so there's that.
As long as it's not what's her face?
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Oh, we love Sydney Sweeney. I'm loving
We
her
love
more
Sydney
as the
Sweeney.
weeks go by. I'm excited because Euphoria is tonight. This is going to be great. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sid. I see you over there.
We think on the Realm on Film, she's going to be a guest. So
Oh my God! Could you imagine that? That would be the worst she could do is say no.
absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. Gina will love it too.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
One that like cries
they-
all the time, right? I mean, he just cries and cries and cries.
On Euphoria?
Yeah.
No. There's more to it than that.
Oh, well, that's what I'm catching. She cries a lot.
Yeah, there's more to it. This season is actually good. I'm actually
Don't
enjoying
spend any more time talking about her.
it.
We could do a whole episode if you want.
Yeah,
No, we will not.
we could do 2 whole episodes.
Like,
Realm on Film
hour
Part
leave
1 and Part
happening.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So then, August 2019, amateur astronomer Gennady Borisov discovered another interstellar visitor he named after himself, 2I Borisov.
Oh,
This
Of
there's
course.
one they refer to as the normal interstellar visitor. Unlike Oumuamua, this one actually behaved like a comet, which honestly made scientists relieved because Borisov looked familiar. Speed and trajectory. 2I Borisov traveled through the solar system at about 177,000 kilometers per hour, or roughly 110,000 miles per hour.
that's fast.
It is very fast, but my Mustang will take that. Again, it followed a hyperbolic escape trajectory. The sun's gravity bent its path slightly, but could not capture it. Meanwhile, Borisov came from another star system and would eventually return to interstellar space forever. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov clearly showed a coma, that's the tail, The ghostly tale of a comet. Dust, gas emissions, and cometary activity. Not commentary, cometary activity,
Commentary.
as in comet, not commentary. Scientists studied its chemistry intensely, and they found something fascinating. The comet's composition was different from most comets in our solar system, meaning planetary systems somewhere in a galaxy may form very different than ours. Then in 2020, the comet began breaking apart. Hubble observed fragments separating from the nucleus. Scientists believe volatile gases or rotational stress may have caused the breakup. Like Borisov produced far fewer alien conspiracy theories, and why. And to me, I knew all about Oumuamua when it first happened. I watched a lot of videos on it, and I've watched a lot of stuff, and I still watch stuff about Three Eye Atlas. I didn't even hear about this one until like right before I signed up for this. Not the show, but this. Because it looked like what scientists expected from interstellar comet to look like, ironically, being normal made it less famous. So it doesn't have as many interesting things. It had the classic comet nucleus. It had the dust tails we talked about. It was probably 1 kilometer across. Its composition where lots of dust, water ice, unusual high carbon monoxide, and more carbon dioxide relative to water than typical comets found in our solar system. That suggests it may have been formed in a very cold outer region or around another solar system.
I have a question.
Yes,
Sorry.
ma'am.
How do they know? Like, how do they know there was like a high carbon dioxide rate? Is it from like a special infrared type camera that reads that, or like a color, or a
So I do know that when they're observing other galaxies and they look at another star, not another galaxy, they look at another star and they're trying to find planets around it. They look for dips in the light intensity for planets, and then when they start watching for that, the light behind it will show a spectrum, and they
okay.
can identify that spectrum to certain, like if there's water on that planet, or if there's other high emissions that gases you couldn't breathe. So I'm gonna make the assumption they do that the same
Similar.
with the comets.
Okay.
Because I know we can't always observe that between our sun and our planet, because sometimes, I mean,
Well, we all can't be Bruce
we're
Willis.
not going to be aligned like that.
We
What'd
can't
you
all
say?
I said we can't all be Bruce Willis and land on the
Asteroid.
the asteroid. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Armageddon.
Yeah. Or William Duvall. He's on a comet. That's Deep Impact, folks. Yeah, that was one of those weird times where 2 similar movies came out at the same time, like Volcano and Dante's Peak. Deep Impact, Armageddon. That happens a lot.
Twister and Sharknado. I don't know if they came out at the same time. I just said
That's
Twilight and whatever else.
Twilight and Sydney Sweeney.
Twilight.
yeah, right. Oh,
Nothing compares to Twilight.
No, you are correct on that.
Yeah.
You're very true.
Bryce Dallas Howard is in it though, so
Yeah.
it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
You guys saw
Fun.
Bryce. You saw her in line for Velocicoaster.
Saw her 3 times.
Yeah, that's a great ride too.
Yeah.
You like that better than Stardust Racer? Sorry, sidebar again. Now I'm using this as a personal intercom to
no
Rich.
way.
Never.
No,
That
no,
was
the
Alyssa's favorite. That was my
Stardust Racers
favorite.
kind of feeds in the topic, because we're
Bingo.
talking about stellar stuff. So I mean, it's it's relevant.
Thank you, Rich. That's what I was hoping you were going to say.
Very, 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 very obscure reference, but it's there.
It's an interstellar object.
This much.
A comment.
Anyway, sorry, Rob.
No, that's fine. That's
I have
fine.
another question.
I'll wait for the class to settle down before.
I noticed there's a movie called Interstellar. Is it something related to this topic almost like where they're looking for these comets and asteroids and stuff like that, or is it just something totally different and
No.
it's just that's the name of the movie? I'm just
I
curious.
don't know anything about the movie you're talking about, so
Okay, I just saw it when I was
No.
I am
looking for
IMDb
stuff.
and look it up. Let's see what it's about.
No,
Sure.
McConaughey and Anne Hathaway are the interstellar objects in that movie.
Okay, so it's not about
No,
what we're talking about. Okay, I'm just curious because I saw it and I
Nope.
never seen it. So
no, it'll tie your brain in a knot.
Why? Because it's that dumb, or
No, it's just it's very heady. By the end of it, it's very you get into a tesseract and it's a whole thing with time and space. It's very, very heady. It's not bad, but it's just very you have to put your thinking cap on when you get in there and you're watching. You got to pay attention.
I cannot handle very much Anne Hathaway.
yeah.
So
Better than
Yeah.
Sydney speaking. Anyway, so go
That's
ahead.
not true at all.
Whoa!
I'm fighting words.
Wow.
Ooh!
Wow.
Oh, that joke will never get old.
Oh, can't wait for
So-
Sydney Sweeney to get an Oscar. It's gonna be great,
Oh, gag me.
or two of them.
Are we clear now?
We're clear.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead,
good.
Professor.
Let's talk about 3i Atlas, the most recent one. This object triggered
Mhm.
headlines across the internet after researchers suggested its trajectory was unusual.
Just
Mhm.
like the Muamua.
Yeah, some speculative papers and online discussions claim the object's movements near planets look intentional. Others argued it could simply be a large interstellar comet. At the moment, mainstream astronomy overwhelmingly considers it a natural object, as conspiracy theories have already exploded online. So, some theories point to its speed, close planetary approaches, and other orbital geometry, and they ask, what if it's not random? Speculative discussions online have described it as reconnaissance probe, an alien drone, or even a hostile spacecraft. However, astronomers strongly criticize these claims. There's currently no evidence whatsoever that 3i Atlas is artificial. Still, history shows that a mysterious space object create a perfect environment for speculation, and the less data scientists have, the louder the theories become, because
Mhm.
that's what makes life fun, right?
Yeah.
Why these
Absolutely.
objects matter. There's truly amazing part. These objects are pieces of another solar system, actually physical material from distant stars. That means scientists can study alien planetary chemistry, formation process, or the building blocks of other worlds.
Mhm.
Interstellar visitors may help answer massive questions. How common are planetary systems? Um, are are comets are comets unusual? Could life building chemicals travel between stars? Um, and maybe someday one of these objects really will turn out to be artificial. Scientists are already discussing missions that could intercept future interstellar visitors before they disappear forever, because the objects could be arrive at any time, and at this time we would be ready. With the 3i Atlas, um, still the shape is still under investigation. Current observations suggest active comet with coma, um, likely icy nucleus, little brightness variation detected so far, probably less elongated than Oumuamua. They estimate the sizes still are kind of broad, a few hundred meters to several kilometers. Um, it came close to Earth, but it went behind other objects, and it made it observation pretty difficult. They still never got a really clear picture of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, as it was much closer. The also with the nucleus, or the coma, was shooting towards the sun instead of away from it, which was another odd behavior of this comet. Reddish spectral slope, similar to primitive comets and D-type asteroids. I did not look what a D-type asteroid is. Its chemistry made different from both Borisov and solar system comets. It moved directly through the object, through the galaxy. Its orbit was dynamic, an inclination of 175 degrees, almost completely retrogrades relative to the planets. Hyperbolic trajectory confirms interstellar origin. It slices through the solar system like a cosmic thrown spear. Its speed
Ooh,
was at 58
nice.
kilometers a second. You know, every time I've said kilometer per hour, it was kilometer per second.
Okay,
And but
that's
when I
okay.
say 130,000 miles per hour, I was spot on with that every time. It make, that makes
Damn
it one of
metric
the
system.
fastest known natural visitors through our solar system. I mean, that's kind of all I really have on this.
I have
Besides,
a theory.
you tell.
Okay, hear me out on this. What if, so you know how they're saying, scientists like saying, oh, they think it's a natural object and maybe one day they'll figure out it's
Mhm.
artificial. Well, how do we know that intelligent life on other planets and other galaxies don't manufacture their crafts out of natural substances? And how do we know what their emissions look like from their motors, engines, whatever they utilize, so that it mimics? So like when we look at it, we're saying, oh, this is a comet because it's got this reflective, it's, we think it's made up of this, but what if that's what spaceships are made up of? What if that's
Mhm.
what UAP emissions are, as the methane gas and carbon dioxide?
I mean, they do believe Oumuamua had a metal core, but that's not a comet, right? So it'd be like an asteroid, and then with its movement and its change of trajectory is like not natural for any other, whether it's interstellar or just in our solar system as it is, which is part of the reason why it got
Right.
such a. And if it's moving like we don't, wormholes or whatever, we don't understand. We don't know that. Maybe they're using hyperspace. I don't know, light speed. Who knows? But maybe they're collecting ice or whatnot, debris from that.
Yeah.
But we don't get enough good, clear pictures of it or
Mhm.
Right.
images. It's a lot of
Mm.
bright blurs. So there's not really good pictures of it.
Yeah.
Some with 3i Atlas, you can see the coma coming off, but that's the other odd part is the coma doesn't go towards the sun. It usually goes away from the sun because that is where, as it gets close to the sun and heat is actually melting it, making that tail.
Now, is it because the comet's going too fast that we don't, or the asteroid, whatever the object is going too fast that we can't capture a good image? Or is it because I was just gonna make a funny joke, like, okay, we can have clear video image from the space station, and we back in the 60s could talk to
Mhm.
people on the moon,
Mhm.
through radio, but we
Yep.
can't capture a picture of a comet.
And and we can get, like, high def pictures of other planets, and they're like, "Look what our telescopes took. Isn't this amazing?" And then you see 3i Atlas, and they go, "This is the best that we can do. We
I think
can't
it's the
do any
speed
better
and
than
the
that."
location
Maybe,
of it is what they said.
maybe because they do have really clear pictures of it, and you can see the aliens in the window looking out, and they don't want us to know that, so they're like, "Oh, blurry."
They're holding
And
up signs, "Earth or bust."
it'd be really funny if we did see that, and they come whizzing around us, and it looks like a double-decker bus, like in Vegas or something. It's just like tourists.
They're on a tour, yeah, they're on a
It's just
tour.
intergalactic tourists. They wanna come see the freak show that's Earth.
Right, because there was
Yeah,
also
yeah.
Three
So
Eye
it's
Atlas
like
was
going to the
supposed to come
Titanic.
really close to
Yeah.
Earth,
Yeah.
and we didn't get anything off it. They still think the shape is uncertain. They still believe it's an active comet. They're already like Borisov. They comet, typical comet nucleus, but Oumuamua asteroid comet like extremely elongated, and we just don't have enough about Three Eye Atlas for something that came closer than all of those did.
Even if these were like considered alien, related, they they would have had to have traveled like 1,000,000 years to get here based on the speed. You would think that they would be maybe sending something, not necessarily habitating the actual interstellar object, but more of an exploratory mission, similar to how we have the Voyager 1 and 2, where we're looking, but we're not actually inside that vessel. And I thought about that too, because the the area that I was looking at that was talking, it was called CNEOS 22 or CNEOS 22 and 25. And these were
Bless
like
you.
meteors that made it through the atmosphere. And one of them actually landed in Barents Sea, which is north of Norway and Russia. And it's within sea level that is accessible, but no one has been actively pursuing going to get the materials for what landed there. And it would be really cool to see, what is it actually made of? What are the materials that are being used in these things that are interstellar objects, and whether or not they make it here or not. They say the reason why that made it through and others haven't is because it was traveling a lot slower. And so the impact that typically happens when it hits our atmosphere didn't shatter it to pieces because the impact wasn't as strong. Which I thought was really cool. But I'm like now wanting to fund what is his title? He's from Harvard. He's an astrophysicist. I'm ready to fund his plan with all of like $200 to say, hey,
where did you say it landed?
Go get that stuff in the Barents Sea, Barents Sea. That's north of Norway and Russia. And actually, you had said earlier, oh, you should put that link in the chat. So I did, and I'm just gonna press that button right now.
You know what? We can't find 777 yet, so let's not worry about finding this.
Thank you. You read my mind, Rich. Read my mind. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Well,
it's funny though that anytime something goes in a body of water, like over Lake Huron, when we shoot something down over the continental United States and it goes in the water and they go, yeah, we can't get it. It's just that we're not going to be able to retrieve whatever it was.
It's like hot lava. Can't get it.
Yeah, we know that's a bunch of BS. Come on. Don't give me that bullshit. You guys can go get it if you really wanted to. With all the disclosure and stuff we're getting, we're going to find out that 3i Atlas is something else. It's all a really weird time, isn't it?
What if it's actually part of our planet or part of our solar system from millions of years ago, and it just disappeared into deep space? It's just now coming back around.
Yeah, but it wouldn't.
What if
it would?
What if it's a piece of us from the future?
Oh,
and it's coming back around.
Well, this is getting fun.
What were you gonna say, Rob?
Sorry, Rob.
There's nothing for it to orbit, so once it would leave, it would probably never come back. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just asking the question.
Don't corner us with science.
I thought 3i Atlas came closer to the Earth than it did, but it was 1.8 astronomical units. An astronomical unit is the difference between the distance from the sun to Earth, and science uses that to measure like distance.
Was that the one that came the closest, or was it one of the other ones? One of them came closer than the others.
It was the 3i Atlas came closer on December 19th, 2025.
Yeah, see, that was pretty recent too. Yeah.
To Jen,
I know they were making a big deal about it, but they didn't they had.
I think we talked about it on Weird News too. But to Jen's
we probably did.
And then to bring up a couple of things Rob said, Jenny's talking about they'd have to be traveling for how many years, but what if, I think Rob mentioned wormholes, and then you talked, Brian, about warp speed and lights, but we don't know what the technology is like. And obviously this is all pure speculation that there is alien life forms that are visiting here, but like you said, Rich, maybe it's even in our own solar system. Maybe there's life on other planets in our solar system that we just haven't discovered yet.
Think about what that would do for anything that we think we know.
Right.
if something would come at us and you would find out that there really is a wormhole, or there really is. Just think about all the other things that we've thought about through history about these so-called time travelers and pictures, and all these people say. Just think about all those things everybody dismisses and says, that's nah. But then, if you would scientifically prove that something like that exists, you would have to rethink everything you know.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So, do you really think that the government or anybody wants us knowing any of that anyway? Because they don't want you thinking that way. The minute you
No.
start to free think, you're a problem.
Yeah.
Correct.
You
What,
go missing.
what Jenny also talked about was we had sent out Voyager with that gold disc on it that has all
Yep.
this information in different languages. Maybe
Mhm.
that's really all one of them are, Oumuamua, something like that. Or maybe there is
Yeah.
no actual life on it. Maybe it is just a probe and it's just picking up enough stuff. And now they're like, well, that one planet there, the blue one, that's got food on it. And then the invasion will start and they'll eat us.
It's like the probe in Star Trek 3. Oh no, my mistake, nerds. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Hold
where
on.
we get the probe.
Hold on. You're watching
Yeah.
Star Trek calling us nerds. We're not nerds. We watch Star Wars, okay?
I watch Star Trek too. I'm talking about myself, folks. I have a wrestling podcast. It doesn't get any nerdier than that. What are we talking about? We're talking about ghosts and aliens. I think we
Right,
are.
in Star Wars. What, I mean,
So I guess fellow nerds, I mean Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. But what really drives me nuts, Gina, like what you were saying, is
Just
that we
screaming
get
over your
into the
pants?
argument of, oh, like Neil deGrasse Tyson likes to get on his high horse and do all that kind of shit. I can't stand him.
Me
Oh,
neither.
do you know
Agreed.
how fast they would have to go through the universe to make it to Earth? Do you have any idea? Think about light, and light travels from a flashlight. Do you know how long it takes for that to get to the other? It's like, go suck a fat one, because that's not what we're talking about. You're basing that off of what we know about something. We don't know what some other civilization's propulsion is, as Bob Lazar talks about. That if you're talking about gravity or anti-gravity, or you're creating a wormhole, we know a wormhole affects time and space. So you're not even talking about light speed. You're talking about something instantaneous. We're not, like, once you remove the distance and the speed that it takes for things, because they could have a piece of technology we don't understand, that changes everything. You're talking about different dimensions at that point when you get into a wormhole and what that would mean.
Right.
So that's the part that always drives me nuts, is that we always get hung up on distance, and not you, Jenny.
Oh no, I'm not taking this.
But just we get hung up on that, about how unlikely that could possibly be. You know what? When people do that, it's so unlikely that there would be this and there would be that. Yeah, that's the people who are lying because they don't want us to know. Like, come on.
Also, when we
Yeah.
look for life, like even like I talked about, when they look at a star and they try to find a planet that life could exist on, when they say life, they're looking for a planet that we could exist on. Despite the fact that under how many miles under the ocean at methane thermal chimneys, there are creatures living there.
Yep.
There's no way that could possibly be. That's
right.
Recently, they had the theory that there might have been life in the atmosphere, some bacteria in the atmosphere of Venus, because there are certain gases that are up there in the atmosphere of Venus that are only produced from organic materials.
Is it made from women?
I just saw a really cool video on Russian scientists and
you know the book, Gina.
The pictures of what
somebody gets it. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought it was fucking funny. Sorry, Rob.
No, it's too late.
Put my head down.
I'm freaking done. No, you're out of control.
No, I want to hear the rest of it.
That was it. But I trying to get out of the full screen thing so I can get to the stuff I had back here. It's not letting me. So it was also, it mentions like we didn't get good clear image of 3i Atlas, which did pass the closest, because of extreme physical distances. Man, we got some pretty clear images of planets that are way further away.
Thank you.
Hardware limitations and bureaucratic delays.
Oh, there you go. There's the answer.
That's the full answer.
That's the answer. Yep. That's it.
That's the that is the
Yeah.
Then to throw in a couple other things to make it sound good.
Yeah, that's like I was like, am I even reading that right? But yeah, that's what it is.
It's funny.
I mean, we have good pictures of Halley's Comet,
Right.
and we took good pictures of it with older cameras than what we have, what we're using now.
Nah, I'm sure it's on the up and up.
For sure. Like I just laugh at some of these images coming off of like that they release on UAPs, like the videos from, you know, like the airplanes, aircraft, military aircraft and stuff. And I'm just like, I am so amazed at, like we just said, like how clear pictures for other
Things
are. But
It was
okay.
cool. Wonder if she can do that again.
Did I freeze for a minute?
You froze and then sped up really quick because you're an alien.
Yeah, that's my whole. It's because I'm in the basement. I have no, like, the internet's kind of sketched down here. So
Whose basement are you in?
my mother-in-law's basement. So yeah, I got kicked down here. No, we were gonna do an Airbnb, but there was like only a few that were really like conducive to us taking our pets there. And the one that had a fenced in backyard had cameras in the front and the back for security. And I'm like, okay, great. I have nothing to hide, but at the same time, I don't want to be like watched at any moment when I'm outside enjoying, like if I'm just out there with the dog in the back. I don't know, to me that's just creepy. So so I was just like, well, we'll just stay here, saved some money, you know, that kind of thing. So she was kind enough to offer us her home. We just call ourselves basement dwellers. She was very kind to bring us in, so we are here. I do want to tell you guys something. Well, first of all, great job, Rob, on all the information that you brought us. I appreciate the conversation because
well done, Rob.
Thank you.
people don't pay
Don't
attention.
lie to me though.
No,
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, great. It was
No, man, did great.
great topic.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about this when I started, but
me
I just
neither,
started
I
going
guess.
deeper and deeper and into the weeds with it. So really
Yeah,
cool
I'll
stuff.
post the links and Rob will send us the links to
A lot of it's from NASA.
any of the
You
research.
can't trust them anyways, right?
No.
Never a straight answer.
They change stuff all the time in images.
It's because it's bureaucratic. Bureaucratic difficulties.
Damn, we're good.
But mother-in-law's mother-in-law's, oh my gosh, what am I saying? Mother's Day, just a couple weeks ago, I was staying down at my daughter's house visiting, so I could see my mom, and there was we got woke up at 5:30 in the morning to the house like completely shaking, the glass shaking. I could hear the glass doors in the shower shaking, and it just a large boom, like an explosion.
Wow.
I thought maybe like I just thought somebody like fell, or but it was so loud and so much. I was like, I have no idea what this is. So we check on my daughter. She's like, you know, her boyfriend is there, and I was like, okay, did he fall in the shower or something? Like, was he not feeling good? Or I didn't know what was going on because I knew my daughter was laying down with the twins because they had woke up in the middle of the night. So I got up, and he's like up at the same time. He's like, what was that noise? I'm like, I don't know. So we're searching all over the house. We go outside. I thought maybe somebody hit the house or the house next door. Somebody ran into it or something. We didn't find anything, so he goes in and checks on my daughter, and you know, and she got woke up by it too, so she's quick looking on Facebook, and she sends a screenshot that this house is on fire, like 3 blocks from our house. So
Mm.
I opened up the blinds. We had just went outside and there was nothing. And I opened up the blinds and 5 minutes later, this thick black smoke like bellowing,
Wow.
through the sky. And the report was, so there's like another weird news, is a guy was in the standoff with police threatening to blow
no.
his house.
Oh,
And he did. And
Jesus.
so
Where was this?
it was in Washington, Illinois. So there's in the subdivision that my daughter lives in, at the beginning of the subdivision, there's condos and on one side, and I think some like apartments on the other. And so this was in the condos. So they at 3 o'clock in the morning, I guess, where I don't know any more news about it other than what I read that day, but there was like a standoff with him. The cops responded to shots fired. They had a standoff with him. He said he was going to blow up the house. So they evacuated people out of the condo and I think out of a couple of houses nearby. And in one of the videos that they had, the police car was like the dash cam was facing like the back of I think it was the back of the house. It was all blown out. So, the rubble just like everywhere. He somehow survived because he comes climbing out of the rubble in this video. And they're like yelling at him to get down. He had already fired shots at police at this point, like within the hours preceding this from the reports. So this is just from reports. He jumps down off the rubble. I don't know if he breaks his leg or if screaming at him to get down on the ground. So he's like army crawling across the ground and stuff. And then they take him into custody. But I guess when people say they're going to blow something up, we should probably believe them because I could not believe. And
Fair.
the boom was so like you could even feel it in your chest. Like it was so
Yeah.
loud. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to share this with my weird news. That's how I woke up on Mother's Day morning.
and that's black.
Wow.
Oh,
It's so wild. I couldn't believe it. So I need to check back into that to find out if they got any more, like, who it was. And I think he got sent to the hospital and they called the bomb squad there too, to do an investigation. So,
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it's the guy who's all burned up like a cartoon after they blow themselves up, would be my guess.
like, I don't know. He came crawling. It was just so strange. Like it was just, I mean, you can't tell because it was from a distance, but I mean, he didn't look like no, because actually the fire hadn't started yet.
Oh, so he didn't look like Tom Hanks in The Burbs.
No,
I figure you just look for that, and that's what he's
That's
going
our
to look like.
second. That's our
That's number two.
Burbs reference.
That's number two, Rob.
Number two.
Yep.
No, the fire had not started yet. So it exploded. And so like the fire started within like 20 minutes after the explosion. So
Wow.
anyway, so anybody listening, check it out. That news story. We got a couple. I'll post the news story so everybody can see and the videos. And then we'll post for this episode. And next month we do have Making a Murder. We are going to have a conversation. Yes. Brian's going to lead. We're going to watch the episodes of Making a Murder.
And how many are there?
I think it's 2 seasons, 10 each.
Okay.
But once you get going, you're not going to be able to stop. So
yeah, I mean, I remember watching it. So that, there's 20 episodes total.
Yeah, you can't stop. Once you get going, you won't be able to.
Yeah.
How long are the episodes?
An hour, maybe 40 minutes, 48 minutes, something like that.
No, you're gonna like it, Rob. You're gonna be so invested.
I've already heard negative reviews about it.
You're gonna be invested and you're gonna be pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Brian, were you pissed? Like I was pissed.
Yes. Yeah. It was a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah.
One of our summer Disney trips was occupied by Making a Murderer. We would wake up, go to Typhoon Lagoon, come back, get our food, watch an episode of Making a Murderer, go to the parks, come back, shower, get dinner, and then watch more Making a Murderer. And then the next day, same thing. And at Typhoon Lagoon in the Lazy River, we would be debriefing on what the last episode was going for it. It is a roller coaster.
To join this episode. Ask Danny to join the episode next month.
Oh yeah, maybe. As long as we don't have to see her. She doesn't want anybody to see her.
Okay, that's fine.
She's the voice only.
She can do voice only.
What
you should do is you should.
Does she really exist?
Is she okay?
I don't know. Is she a real person?
Hold on. Whoa. Did you do something to her?
Oh.
Is the camera going to be off? You're just going to be doing her voice?
I don't think I did. I don't think so.
He wants
Like,
to talk about making.
when's the last time somebody physically seen her?
Friday. Wait. You mean besides me? Because I saw
Yes,
her right before we
besides
went on this
you.
podcast.
Besides you.
Yeah, besides
Nobody
me,
else.
Friday. Wait a minute.
It shows
Yesterday.
That's why the camera's going to be blank. He's just going to be doing her voice.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm fine. Everything's okay. See,
Yeah,
I
she doesn't
told you
even sound
guys.
like that.
She
Right,
doesn't-
right, Danny? Right. Oh, I don't sound like that at all. Oh, I'll talk to you guys next time. Yeah, see, she's fine.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Okay. Yeah.
Been busy too many times. You
I'm
sound
sorry, I
like-
even assumed.
Uh-huh. What? Huh? I can hear you guys talking. Oh. See, she can hear us talking about her now. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, making a murderer. Once you guys start it, you're not going to be able to stop. I need to know these people who are giving Rob some sort of weird.
Yeah,
You know who it is?
Amy.
It's people
Amy.
who probably are from. It's Amy. Amy watched it and
She
I
couldn't
don't
finish
believe
it. She said it was so boring or some shit.
that. I need to know what part. It's not boring. I am beside myself.
It's like I can't be on the
I thought you were beside Danny.
Well,
Yeah, that too. Well, no, she.
now you figured it out.
She's, no, you won't be able to stop. It's good. It's a roller coaster of emotion.
I'm texting
Like
Amy
every
right now,
episode
said
we
we're
do.
talking shit about you on the pod right now.
What? Do anything. Amy's a nice lady.
Amy, I was like, we're talking shit about you on the pod right now.
Well, she's just gonna think it's Rob like normal. She's not
Right,
gonna think
right.
anything of that.
And I didn't even say anything negative. I just said it was her that said it wasn't good.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna get my ass kicked. Thanks.
Rob. No, that's what we love about Rob because he has no filter with that stuff. You never know which direction he's going into.
No.
He says things that make me blush.
Oh, really?
That's a big feat, I feel like.
No, but I just wanted to convey the point to people. No.
Well, guys, this was a good episode. Let us know what you think. We will be back next month with Making a Murderer. I think the month after that we have telekinesis and other powers of the mind with Jenny leading. And then I think Rich is after that. Yeah, we got the whole year planned out, and then hey, by that time, guess what it is?
Yeah.
Scaretober.
Yeah. Hey, maybe by Scaretober we can get one of the aliens on. Maybe we'll be able to pull an alien by then.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
You know, we don't know by then what's going to come out. So I don't know. I'm believing Bob Lazar more and more every day. I will say that. I'll leave everybody with that.
Yeah, you're talking about alien theories later this year. I think like November.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to talk Bob Lazar because there's so much that's a good documentary too. Everybody watch S4, Bob Lazar story on Amazon. It's good.
What does S4 stand for?
That's what he said the site was that he was at. It was called S4.
I'm reading a book series right now that's about aliens, like alien species that have come to the earth, and the government is trying to like control it and keep it quiet. So when I'm done with the series, I will report back.
That just sounds like normal. Like that's just what we all assume. Somebody actually put pen to paper for that. That's just
People will do anything for a book.
Stephen King will do anything for a book these days.
Oh, God.
He'll write anything.
Oh my God. That we got to stop offending people. We've offended so many.
Just Stephen King.
That's why we can't get sponsorships. By the way, if you want to sponsor us,
Please send it our way.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to see you guys.
Good
Next
seeing everybody.
we'll be in our new digs, so I'm excited to record in the new studio.
Good deal.
Good luck with your moving.
Thank you. Love you guys. Ciao, everybody.
All right.
Oh,
See you
peace out,
soon.
everybody.
Bye.
All right. Bye.